Hey, MTG Joe here with a Gruul list. I played this for an hour and then realized my mic wasn't on. So kind of annoying. If you want to catch the full, I'll link it in the description. There's a full hour gameplay with this deck, just no audio. So if you are interested, it'll be there. So this is a Gruul list that 5-0'd from MTGO. I went 4-2 with it. Counterspell decks were a bit of a trouble, but beats up on some of the slower decks. What's interesting with this one, it's lots of haste creatures, and then you have Mantle of the Wolf, which is kind of like an Annex clone. You enchant your creatures, and then when they die, you get 2/2s. You got your Embercleaves, collisions as pump spells, and kind of that. A couple Mobilized District in the mana base. Sideboards, I tweaked it a bit from the final list. I went 4 Shock, 3 Lava Coils versus the aggressive matchups. Cindervines, Klothys comes in against the slower matchups, and Ceratops versus the blue-based decks. So I'm going to do this one, probably 1 or 2 games. Like I said, I played this for an hour without audio, and there were some sweet games, and I'm kind of disappointed. I was hoping to do 2 decks tonight, but we're here. We'll play it. I'm on Diamond. We got to Diamond, like mid-Diamond 3. We lost a couple now. Flash is tough. Like dealing with Wolf is hard to get around. Robber of Riches has been awesome. The one thing I think is I don't want to play Pelt Collectors. Instead, I want to play Fervent Knights. Or just like a hasty 1/1. Like this game, it's fine. We drew it on 1, but most of the sideboard matches, I ended up siding it out. So Klothys is good in this one. Is sound okay now, chat? So if they have a board wipe, it's a little worse here. So, because I can go both of these, but I think I'm just going to go Phoenix of Ash. Yeah, so this one's from MTGO. I didn't brew this one up, but this is blue-white. This is going to be tier. I wanted to play a brew as my other deck, but we lost a lot of audio here, so wasn't the best. So they can Brazen Borrower to block my Phoenix of Ash. Let's see, if they flash it in, then I'm going to Embercleave. Yeah, my arena name is Bant Wolf Run. It's just that, so it's just with how it kind of fits. This banner works best over here, because if I put it up here, then it tends to cover your opponent's graveyard, or so it's harder to see. Okay, so they get rid of the Phoenix. Yeah. That's what this deck does. It just runs over. So this matchup, Ceratops, Cindervines, Klothys, Pelt Collector's out. I usually cut these collisions because they don't do much. Sorry, give me 1 sec, Benko. Probably a Mantle Wolf's fine. Yeah, maybe a Mantle of Wolf. Run it like that. The numbers beside what? Come on. So this is, I just got the diamond tonight. It's a little bit more refreshing. Pretty much different decks in the first round. If I can dodge mono red, it's probably fine. This deck's good against blue white, just because you have a lot of hasty creatures. Keep. Double Embercleave's not the best, but Robber is nice. And then I can go Robber into Spellbreaker. This might be Brazen Bar. That's fine. I think mana efficiency wise, let's do this. If they have the absorb, they have the absorb. The Aether Gust. I think that's fine. It's actually sweet.
Don't worry, I got this.
Because now I do this. And then next turn I can cast both of them. So even if they Elspeth Conquers Death, I get both Robber of Riches and Spellbreaker out. And that looks like what it might be.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Okay, yeah. It might just be I sometimes do like win-loss records. So this looks to me like they're... Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have played the land because I can't play both out a missing red. Okay, they just Borrower. Just do this. If I draw another land, I can Robber. Seems more flashy based than traditional blue-white.
Here goes nothing.
So if they want to react to it... So this can bait out a counterspell. This also plays around if they have a board wipe. And the nice thing is with Labyrinth, they can't target our Spellbreaker. Okay, so they shatter the sky here. And I get to do this before combat. Do they have another Brazen Borrower? Jeez.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
So they can Labyrinth. You want to counter Robber? I have another bounce spell. Main phase. Okay. They're playing Realm Cloak. Missing the second red's a little rough here. So this is a little different take on blue-white. Yeah, we can't beat the Realm Cloak now.
I've got it.
Because they can just bounce with Teferi. Yeah, they got this one. I wasn't expecting to play around Realm Cloak. Were you talking about over here, Ben's? So they have the Brazen Borrowers, so maybe we bring in the Shocks. Maybe not. Just play a single shock. I hope they do. I would like them to finish the rest of the set. Probably just this. Like, Mantle seems tough to get down against that deck with the Aether Gusts. Mantle in general hasn't been that good. Well, they're not really showing as many counters. Gallia. Yeah, let's just run it like this. 2 shocks. Pelt Collector requires you to overcommit to the board for it to be good. And they have just board wipes. It's better in 1-for-1 trades. But that's where I'd like a hasty creature that at least comes down. So even after Teferi, keep this hand. Go Zhur-Taa into Robber of Riches. Actually, let's get Robber going now, because if we hit Teferi, it'd be good. Moment of the Sea is not bad. Yeah, I really like the Titan cycle. Because this becomes a 4. Let's just do this and this. Let's give this haste. I just want to push through as much damage as possible right now. Krinko and Made for Valiant is this week. Is that the one that puts the counters on it and doubles each a turn? Okay, so it's a fairy.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
See if they bounce here. Okay, they bounce. Can go Questerson. They just take the block here, but make them have it. This can just be a board wipe, but if they board wipe, I follow it up with 5 power of haste. Yeah, Tangleper, if you're, let me know if you're on mobile. If you're on the computer, right over here is the deck list. If not, I can link it in the chat. I think we attack first, and then I drop down Cindervines and Klothys. So this is a 5-0 list from MTGO. It's Mantle of the Wolf, which is the interesting card in the main board. I actually streamed this before right now for an hour. No, it's best of 3. I streamed for an hour and then my mic wasn't plugged in properly, so I lost all the... Well, I have all the video but no audio to it, which really sucks. Went 4-2 with it. Counterspell decks are a little tricky, but generally can do pretty well against blue-white. There's a lot of haste in it, the deck, which is nice. And then Robber provides a lot of incremental value. I changed the sideboard up from the 5-0 list. Mono red was tough. They get under you, and then with the pump spells, they can get through your bigger bodies. Okay, they go Conquer's Death. This is an interesting one. If they go Questing Beast, okay, they go that. So I can chip in 2 points of damage. Yeah, so I put in 4 shocks, 3 lava coils in the side, and then I actually played Klothys as well in it. Against that matchup, it helps just break up. So I'm just going to play this out now because this will get taxed next turn. So if they play a spell, oh, they gain the life. Because what I could have done is sack this to kill something. Okay, so Shatter the Sky deals the damage to them. I have Spellbreaker with haste, and then I deal 2 damage, or just Questing Beast. Let's give this haste, just because it can't be bounced once it resolves. Yeah, got him. Got him! So I'm going to fire up one more. Then eat some dinner. Gonna try to get to Mythic with this one. We're getting close. So double Mantle of Wolf. Why not? It's pretty high likelihood we could find a 2-drop to kind of curve out here. Oh god. This isn't the hand to play against mono red. Gonna keep that. It deals with something. We ain't blocking, so we're attacking. This match is very much a race. I went. So they. Oh, we're playing day 9. Oh, nice. Okay, that's a stomp target if I ever did see one. Need another land here. Okay, so they have Annex. So I could punk them out with this. Let's see. They don't fall for it. Just do this. Probably should have actually done this just because this gives a haste if we draw or a trample, so we could hit for a lot. That's a bait play. They can light up the stage again. Okay, they just Bonecrusher. They're dropping a lot. Unfortunately, we just didn't hit our line drop. Is this likely Embercleave? So they're kind of incentivized to put it on Annex here. They just go Rimrock into Embercleave. Dead. Jeez. Well, his curve was good. Okay, so let's bring in all the removal. Oh, no Ceratops. Mantle of the Wolf also could come out. Bring in the Shocks. Get rid of the Pelt Collectors. They just don't match up well. Bring in the Klothys for life gain. Colossus also come out. Run it back. Yeah, this is a fun one. Platinum, I hadn't played Mono Red in probably 2 or 3 days. I was actually, because when I was playing my Doom Foretold list, Mono Red's my best matchup. And I haven't played it at all. And then now that I switched to creatures, because if they didn't have the Rimrock, they hit us for 12 damage. And then we hit them for 12 back, but I think they were at enough life. And then they get the 1/1s back. I think I'm just gonna cut the Mantle of the Wolves and play Annex. Sure. Let's go Robber Plan. I'm only keeping this hand because we have Robber and we're on the play. Okay, take a land off the top. Maybe that screws their ratio. Or they just have the Stomp here. They have the Stomp. So I'm going to play this out so it gets haste. We hit a 1-drop. We hit their Embercleave. That's not for nothing. There we go, Fervent. Oh, they're hitting their answers. That's actually sweet, because now I can go Stomp you, Haste you. Maybe made sense to hold this just in case they had like Steamkin. I think we just get Klothys going. Because this is also legendary, so this makes Mobilized District cost less afterwards to activate. That can help with the race. Ah, shit, they got Torbrand. And they hit the Lava Coil. Okay, so you cost 3 to activate, which isn't enough. So let's just go Bonecrusher here. You know, maybe I should have waited on that, because then it doesn't make them have a target for Lava Coil, and I could have blocked with the land. So I can't afford attacking, because if we don't hit something, we're dead. They have Annex as well. Not quite enough this game. Yeah, we're dead. Ah, day 9, day 9, day 9. Red matchup's awful. Do we want Flame Sweep to catch up? Let's run one more quick. I'm actually curious now. So I'm 5-3 with this deck. 2-0 versus blue-white, 0-2 versus mono-red, and then I lost the Simic Flash. Bet Jund Food, bet Fires, bet Esper. Opponent goes first, double Questing Beast. Trying to find a 2-drop or a 3rd land here. Oh, come on, mono red again. We're far behind on lands and they have a Steam King going. Let's just go to sideboard here. Pelt Collector's out, Mantle of Wolf out, Colossus out. Say go. The one thing with these games, they're quick regardless of what happens. We have a removal spell. We have Questing Beast, probably still too slow. I want a 2-drop here. I'd prefer to keep the Lava Coil for something else. Shock could also be good here. Probably should have done Temple of Abandon there. Set up my Scry if I wasn't going to do anything. I don't enjoy this matchup. Okay, so Phoenix is something we want a Lava Coil. We're good for lands. Trust me, Arena. Just put a counter on this. Say go. So let's get this off the board. Just pass turn. So Torbrand this turn would be kind of shitty. This could be Embercleave, but it takes one of them off the battlefield, and it takes their whole turn. I can block with Questing Beast. And I got a Lava Coil for whatever other big follow-up they have. If they're spending their whole turn equipping. They have double Bonecrusher. Yo, mono red has ridiculous draws. So I think we're gonna set this up. What's their life at? 12? Probably not. Another Questing Beast. There you go, Steamkin. Bonecrusher. So I take some damage this way. land. Better to fake like we have something. They do have enough to equip this, put this on this, which is 6 damage. Nope. Alright, so mono red is a bane of this deck. If you could avoid mono red, you'll do well. 5 and 4, 3 of the losses to mono red. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. So I'm gonna wrap this one up, just like I mentioned. I do have an hour if you just want to see gameplay. Unfortunately, there's not audio. I'll link it in the YouTube description to the Twitch channel. There's a lot of good games there if you just want to see lines of play. Unfortunately, my mic was messed up, so it didn't record it. But we can go from there. Otherwise, I'm going to wrap this one up. Be back later this week. If you want to catch anything, you can hop on to my YouTube channel. Everything's up there. Also missed it. Tanglepur, thanks for the follow. And we'll wrap this one up. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great one. See you next time.